The wet-dry vac is one of the most versatile pieces of equipment in a janitor's closet. Its design allows it to handle both wet and dry pickups with ease. Wet-dry vacs can be used indoors or outdoors on just about any surface, from tile to carpet and concrete to asphalt. Due to the variety of sizes and attachments, these vacuums are optimal for a range of different tasks. Smaller wet-dry vac models are great for dust removal from tight corners or small areas, whereas larger models can easily handle large debris pickup or dry soil remover from more substantial areas, like in a hospital. When equipped with a cloth or pleated filter, wet-dry vacs can be used for sawdust, pet dander, or drywall dust, and other fine particulates. Likewise, when equipped with a synthetic wet filter, you can pick up water, grease, strip or slurry, and many other liquids. You should never use a wet-dry vac without the proper filter. Otherwise, you risk damaging the machine. If you don't use a filter for fine particulate and liquid pickup, the motor can be permanently damaged. There are a number of features that you should look out for when purchasing a wet-dry vac, so let's cover them. Tank size is important to consider. Smaller tanks are more portable and easier to store, while bigger tanks don't have to be emptied as often. Also consider that a bigger tank can be used for longer before having to empty it, which saves time when cleaning large spaces. Some smaller models of wet-dry vacs are battery operated, but cord-operated models are better suited for commercial cleaning purposes. Along with power supply, the motor is another critical feature to consider. For big debris and thick liquids, the wet-dry vac will require a more powerful motor. However, these are often bigger, heavier, and more expensive. If you want a squeegee on your wet-dry vac, some models come with one mounted on the front. These are helpful if you're in a setting that sees a lot of spills or cleaning chemicals used on the floor. Lastly, you'll want to consider whether you need the wet-dry vac to have a metal or poly tank. Poly tanks are cheaper and lighter, but over time they will retain the smell of the debris that it holds. Metal tanks, on the other hand, are stronger and more durable, but far heavier. Now you can also get several attachments for your wet-dry vac, each bringing its own benefit to the table. For example, there are multiple options if you need a longer hose than the stock length. Or if you frequently deal with heavy debris, then there are even crush-proof hoses available. There are many different types of filters. Dry and wet vac cartridge filters work very well for bulk pickups, but you'll need to clean out the tank afterwards. Collector bags will keep the tank clean and make for disposal even easier, but can't be used for wet pickup. There are also a number of accessories for the wand that can make cleanup easier. There are crevice tools for tight spaces, bulk pickup tools for large quantities of debris, and a brush attachment for carpeted surfaces, just to name a few. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment below.